In March 2015, I had gotten a promotion at work. I was engaged to be married to my wife, Katie. I was playing golf, I was playing squash, I had run a half marathon, and life was good. And then 6 weeks later, I'm told that I have stage 4 cancer, and it was a blow. My name is Crispin Vary. I'm 31 years old. I was treated at MedStar Georgetown University Hospital for metastatic melanoma. I was on the nivolumab, ipilimumab joint clinical therapy, and as of right now, I am in the clear. I work for a company called CEB. It's a management consulting and research firm. 2014, I've been having a series of crazy chest pains, and March of 2015, I had one searing chest pain one night that I just couldn't get past. I went to the hospital to try to figure out what was happening with me, and got a series of tests run, and it wasn't until I got a biopsy done a couple weeks later that they actually figured out what was wrong with me. I had 2 large tumors. The diagnosis was metastatic melanoma, which I figured was just a skin lesion, but I learned thereafter it was much, much more than that. Didn't really know what to do for course of action, so I went back home, had a pretty rough couple of hours with my family to let it all sink in. The next morning, got on the phone and began calling people. Everyone basically said for what I had, there were only a handful of places who had the right treatment for me. And we met the Georgetown folks the Tuesday after I was diagnosed. The very, very cool thing for me was that I had my 2 doctors and my 2 nurses in the room with me. I saw my team standing there in front of me, looking at me and smiling. I was like, "You're my team who's going to save my life." So I knew I wanted to be on this clinical trial. He confirmed that I could, walked me through the corresponding risks, benefits, side effects, and it was pretty clear with me on what to expect through the whole process.
So many tumors put up defenses that diffuse the immune system, and what the immunotherapy, particularly these checkpoint inhibitors, do is take down those defenses to allow the immune system to become reactivated and actually identify and destroy the tumor cells.
I began the trial, and I only had 2 infusions, and unfortunately had some side effects with my liver and my thyroid, so I was actually pulled off the treatment in July. So from July through August, I just had no treatments going into me, and I still had my scans planned to analyze my success in August. So walked into those scans with little to no optimism because I'd gotten 2 infusions and that was it. And I thought nothing had happened. If not, it had gotten worse. And he pointed at my torso, and I literally saw like a big black void. And he kind of smiled and was like, "It's pretty well gone." And I began to just like cry right away because I was like, "It's working on me, like these things work on me." And turns out that in actuality, the treatments had a amazing effect on my tumors. So I had a pretty crazy response to the therapies. So through all this, I was engaged to my now lovely wife, Katie. I got married on September 12th, 2015. So I'm grateful. I know that it could come back at some point in my life, and if it does, I respond to it with these treatments. But it teaches you to always look out for how you're feeling, and when you're not feeling great, seek treatment and get better. And I found the teammates to do it. So Georgetown's the place to be.